Hello, Mike Rasmussen here. I wanted to speak on my YouTube channel today about something that had really inspired me. I'm going to call this becoming the GOAT, the greatest of all time in your own life. So this video is inspired to some degree by a gentleman by the name of Ed Milet. I'm going to tag him and give him credit for this, for the inspiration. I'm going to put the video that he put out on YouTube below in my description. So today, I don't know when you're going to see this. I don't know when you'll have the opportunity to view this on the Where's You Next channel. But it is something that inspired me. So let me share a little bit about Ed Milet and how I came to know him. So I was watching Live to Lead through John C. Maxwell, who is a leadership expert and one of the foremost thought leaders on leadership in the world. As he was sharing different things, Ed Milet came on the stage at Live to Lead and spoke about his dad and how he kept living one more day. And it reminded me, my mom was going through a tough time. And then she later passed away in June of 2022. What I've learned since then, the power of one more. Which again, I have to give credit to Ed Milet for this, but it inspired me. So today, his video that just came out really touched me. It hit me in a way that I don't think I could have been touched any. There's many ways to be touched, obviously, but this one probably was one of the most amazing and inspiring videos I've ever heard from a human being give. And it inspires me to lift my game even more. So as you know, you can see I've started this YouTube channel and I'm doing things I never thought I'd be doing. And what that's partially inspired by Mom, by Clara Ann Rasmussen. That's inspired because she lived one more day, each and every day, up until her death, until she passed. She was in pain. She had congenital heart failure. And it took us right up to I wasn't able to be there with her because I was working. And I wanted to fly out to be there in those last hours. But my sisters, God bless them, had shared some video with me and were side by side with me. But it inspires me to talk about something today that I think is very important about life. About what I term and what inspired the Where's Your Next channel. So I want to speak to my audience with authority today, with a little bit of gumption and some, real talk here. Becoming the greatest of all time in your life means doing things just a bit more than the average each day. It means setting up habits that make you proud of that day and what you did. There are days where you won't be in the game. You won't feel like going on. You'll be tired. You'll be overwhelmed. The things that you've set out to do that you want to achieve will be hard. Because any goal that gets you out of your comfort zone, and has you in what's known as the growth zone, is going to be some of the most difficult challenges you'll ever face because you're expanding your abilities. I'm going to say right now that has been my experience. Starting a YouTube channel is one of the most remarkable things that I have ever done. 5 years ago, I was sitting in a restaurant in Provo, Utah, with my friend Dominic Wong, who challenged me to put out content. To put out content that inspired, that was career focused. I expanded that to finance and gig economy and recruiting and talent. So what's about to happen on this channel is it's about to explode. And I know it is, because this is the time. It's a remarkable time. I'm doing things I never thought I'd be doing. I am in the middle of speaking with amazing human beings, all because of the YouTube channel. It's going to help me build relationships and expand my business ventures and do things that I never ever thought possible because I took a risk. Earlier this year, I took a risk and I joined a great company outside my original internal recruiting niche to be on the HR services side of things again. That's okay. I was an internal recruiter for years, and I've seen a lot of amazing things. But I'm very proud of where I am. So today I'm a little bit inspired by Ed Milet and what he said about becoming the greatest of all time in your life. I'll link the video so you can see what I mean. But he's very inspiring, and he's followed by several 100,000 people. There's a reason for that. So my channel, my little tiny channel of 35 subscribers, I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it will end up. I don't know who I'll touch along the way. What I do know is I'm speaking to amazing people, and I'm seeing amazing moments of career inspiration. I'm meeting amazing people in the gig economy, and I'm doing things that I never would have done had I not taken a risk. So 2 years ago, I took a risk, and I left my comfort zone of 9 years at ADP, and I went on a limb, and I tried something I'd never done. Doors opened as a result of that move that have led to this moment, that have given me courage, the ability to speak like this, the ability to see things from a new angle, the ability to go back in time and think about the time when things were uncertain during COVID and rise above that. Out there right now, many of my fellow recruiters have been displaced. Many because of no fault of their own. But the reality is, they are the front line to talent and the ambassadors to their brands. There is nothing more amazing than that. That's why I've chosen talent acquisition as my career. But along the way, I've learned that there are other things that you can do to become an entrepreneur in your own life. Again, the greatest of all time in your life. So, as you think about that concept, what does that mean? It means sacrifice. It means effort. There are days where you're going to be overwhelmed by what you're facing to get to that goal, to see things come to pass, to make things happen. The greatest of all time on the San Jose Sharks, who I watched for 20 some odd years growing up, was Patrick Marleau. He holds the Iron Man record for NHL Games Played. His jersey was retired in just earlier this year, in February. I went to that game, and I was there with thousands of San Jose Sharks fans. Again, he holds the NHL record for games played. He had a routine that he did every day. What did he do? He kept working hard, practicing his craft, learning ways to expand it, make it better. As a hockey player, that man was the captain of his team. And he elevated everybody around him because of his work ethic. It was quiet at times. It was unassuming at times. But there was something there. He kept showing up every single day when other people gave up. He was the one still fighting. He was the one still grinding. And as a result of that, for years, he scored goal after goal after goal, winning game after game, and even helped lead them to the Stanley Cup final in 2016. See, there is something special about being the greatest of all time in your life. Many generations from now, maybe even your own children, there will be people who will be grateful or will be impacted by the choice you make today. And that choice is a key choice, a key endeavor to become the best you can be. There is something special about that. It is something challenging about that. But don't give up on it. That there's a dream inside of us. There's a seed planted deep, deep down in your soul that only you can discover to help it germinate and reach its maximum potential. In all those moments where you're facing the challenges, when your dream is just almost, you're this close to it, you're almost there to it, it's just in front of you. There's a moment where you're going to have to give that extra amount of effort just to make that happen. And then your dream will be realized. It is that amazing, it is that powerful. And as Ed Milet says, one more day. You just keep showing up. That is an amazing, powerful concept. It's leadership in a nutshell. When all other people have said it's done and they've written everything off, there's usually that one crazy person that's going the distance. Steve Jobs once said, the dreamers are the ones who are crazy, or something to that effect, or they seem crazy at the time. But it is their idea, their vision, their tenacity to reach that vision and make it real that creates the powerful outcomes. So, in this year where I turned 45, I am trying to change the rest of my life because I know there are things that I want to do and I have a limited time. So with whatever time, when I say limited time, doesn't mean I'm dying tomorrow. Just let that be absolutely clear. I'm just saying that we have limited time here in our life, right? I mean, it's finite. It ends. So why not make the most of it? Why not make it beautiful while you're here? That's really what it's all about. Make it beautiful. Make it the best it can be. And in those moments where it's all happening, where all these things are coalescing and, there comes a month like September for me, where every single thing is finally pulling together, and it's like it's come full circle, and it's beautiful. So I leave that with you. Those are some of my thoughts today. Become the greatest of all time in your life, and keep running at that goal, whatever that may be, because that's the thing. When you become the greatest of all time in your life, amazing things happen. That's it for today on Where's Your Next? Until next time.